Welcome to Mindful Infusion. Today, we are going to talk about how to learn from mistakes. Let's be honest, nobody likes making mistakes. It makes us feel awkward, frustrated, and a bit silly. But if you want to break the mold and be better than your past self, the truth is, making mistakes is the best thing that can happen. Like the saying goes, mistakes are actually the best teachers. We've made, still make, and will keep making mistakes because we're human. The only difference between moving forward and staying stuck where you are is how well you can admit and learn from those mistakes. In this video, I'll show you 7 valuable things you can learn just by making mistakes. But the first thing you gotta do is realize that learning happens after the fact, once you've made a mistake. If life is ready to give you another shot, it's time to be humble. Think it over, and learn from where you messed up. And yeah, we all dread making mistakes because it makes us feel really bad. That uncomfortable feeling after goofing up is something we all go through, just like the fact that sometimes messing up is something you can't avoid, and is pretty necessary. That's why I suggest you switch your mindset. Say goodbye to the idea that everything has to be perfect, and instead, see mistakes as the best things that can happen to you in life. Because you know what? They're chances to learn. And if you're still not convinced, here are 7 reasons why you should be proud of making mistakes along the way. Number 1, mistakes help us understand our strengths and weaknesses. We can learn a lot from our mistakes, and honestly, all it takes is being willing to learn from them. If we pay attention, we'll figure out what works and what doesn't with each mistake we make. Every time we mess up, or make a decision that doesn't go the way we hoped, our minds pick up important lessons without us even realizing. If we're open to learning, mistakes can show us our real strengths and weaknesses, what gets us going, and what holds us back. When we calmly think about what happened, we start to understand why we did things a certain way and spot patterns that lead to failure. Usually, we tend to blame outside things, right? But in the end, many of the things that happen have one main player, ourselves. Mistakes are actually like hidden gifts that bring us closer to reaching our full potential. And that takes me to the next lesson we can learn from them. Number 2, mistakes teach us resilience. Sometimes, it's like seeing mistakes as just another workout. Kind of how you train for a marathon or work on getting a stronger body. Mistakes are all part of growing and getting better. They help us build a crucial skill, resilience. Life keeps throwing challenges and tough times at us, testing us how well we can handle them. It's in those super tough moments that we get a chance to shape who we are, to really show what we're made of. Honestly, you need a bit of difficulty to tackle life's tough stuff. We know being flexible and adaptable is key. We can't move forward if we stick to the same old place. Trust me, you don't want to be stuck there. You don't want life passing you by in the same old spot. But hey, you won't break free if you don't give it a shot. Number 3, mistakes keep you humble. The thing is, they don't just toughen you up, they also remind you to stay down to earth. When you mess up, you get it. No matter how skilled or smart you are, you're still a regular person who can make mistakes. That's when they teach you about the importance of staying humble. We figure out that we're only human, and messing up is just part of the deal. Plus, we learn that being humble is one of the best ways to grow as a person, whether you're a student or a teacher. Thanks to mistakes, we get that we don't have all the answers. We rely on others, and life is a team effort. We learn to ask for help and take in different points of view with an open mind. Humility's secret is that it keeps us focused on the main goal, getting a bit better every day. It lets us be ourselves without the weight of showing off or big egos, allowing us to go with the flow. Number 4, mistakes give you references. What's a better guide than the stuff we go through ourselves? They say you don't really learn from others' experiences, and well, maybe there's some truth to that. Each time we try different ways to reach our goals, we're building up solid lessons. That's how we tweak our game plan, by figuring out what didn't work. Every goof up points us in the right direction for a more spot-on approach. You know, the road to success has its twists and turns, and we need to grab insights with every step. So, if we never made those mistakes, where would we get the lowdown? We wouldn't have those real-life lessons. Thanks to what we pick up from past tries, we can handle hurdles more smoothly. Number 5, mistakes give us courage. When we admit our blunders, we grow stronger inside. It takes bravery, not just physically, but emotionally, to own up to our slip-ups. Every time we face our successes and failures without backing down, we slowly become people who take responsibility for what we do. It's those who dare to face their mistakes head-on that can truly conquer them. Each time we get past a mistake, it pumps a deeper and renewed courage into us. We learn that from fears of messing up, wings can sprout to lift us higher. What seemed like a threat turns into fuel to keep moving forward. Number 6, mistakes make us wiser. In this video, I've shown you that every mistake has something to teach us, even if it's tough to see in the heat of the moment, right? When we mess up, it's easy to focus on feeling bad instead of learning the lesson. But it's super important not to get stuck there and learn to look beyond. Making mistakes definitely makes us smarter over time. It helps us figure out, for example, who's there to support us no matter what, and who distances themselves when things go wrong. We might also be surprised to discover new sides of people we thought we knew. Mistakes help us see things more clearly. Number 7, mistakes help us understand ourselves better. In the end, mistakes show us that our biggest foe can be ourselves. We carry our own limitations, biases, and unnecessary burdens on our shoulders. On the journey of self-discovery, few tools are as valuable as the ability to reflect on our mistakes. When we calmly analyze our failures, we often identify aspects of our personality or behavior that worked against us. Negative thoughts, low confidence, internal fears, anxiety. These are frequently our toughest adversaries. It's tough to admit that we can be our own enemies, unconsciously holding ourselves back. But mistakes make this reality glaringly clear. The real challenge is overcoming this. Only then can we tackle our most formidable opponent. Navigating through all these lessons might seem tough, but at the end of the day, when looking back at the path you've traveled, you'll realize that every checkpoint reached has been immensely worthwhile. So, are you ready to step out, explore, and find the courage to make new mistakes? We're here to cheer for both new failures and successes. There's always something positive to take away from every experience. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel where we aim to bring out our best selves every day. Take care and see you next time.